how we honor toxic parents. I'm going to clarify, with toxic parents, I am referring to narcissistic parents. Because there's a difference with a toxic parent, a parent who might have just a couple toxic traits versus a full-blown narcissist. And I know it's just different because in our community we talk about not focusing on labeling and more on the behavior, but in this situation I think it's important to clarify who in fact you're talking about, because you don't want to give the wrong advice to people. So kind of what I've seen is people giving advice to adult children of narcissists or adult children of toxic parents to really engage with that parent in order to show them honor, engage with them. And as far as if your parents are a full-blown narcissist or one of them is a narcissist, you don't want to engage with them, or your engagement can look different than it would a regular parent. So let me start off by saying this. Yes, the Bible does say to honor your father and mother. And it also says to not tolerate the Jezebel spirit. So when we talk about toxic parents who are narcissists, the Bible is very clear and God is very clear on how we should go about dealing with that spirit, and is not to engage with that spirit. So who we consider and call the narcissist, the Bible calls the Jezebel spirit. So how do we honor our parents while not tolerating the spirit? Well, it's going to look different than how it normally would, and it's going to have more to do with you doing for yourself than you doing for your parent. So honoring your parent is going to have more to do with how you do things for yourself, and then you'll honor them in the process. So let's break that down. Number one way to honor your parents is to accept that they are who they are. So stay in the acceptance stage. That's going to really help you out, because you're not going to hold them to some unrealistic standard. You're going to take them as they are and deal with them where they're at. Acceptance allows you to deal with them where they're at and where they'll likely always be, so you don't have hope that they'll be something different. And you also don't focus on trying to change them. Number two, forgiveness. You can honor them by forgiving them. Forgiveness releases you from bearing the weight of what this parent has done to you, and it helps you to not hold things against them. The narcissistic parent is who they are because of the way that they were raised. So forgiving them releases you from bearing the weight of the wrongs that they've done to you. Like for part two.